Welcome to Austria and Germany. When we left Switzerland, we thought we were taking a train through Liechtenstein to Salzburg, but turns out it was a bus through Munich, Germany. Who knew? So, surprise, we are stopping in Munich, Germany. And here's the crazy thing. They charge to pee in Germany. So it's a place where peeing is a privilege, as James says, and not a right. So, yeah. So we're walking around Munich and why are there so many people here? I still don't know why. There was some kind of parade or festival going on, and it was kind of funny because to get from where we were to where we needed to go, we had to cut through the parade. So we're weaving through it. It was kind of hilarious. Good job.
That was much harder than I thought.
So welcome to the Hofbrauhaus. This is the oldest and most famous beer hall in the world. So of course we had to have James try a beer, which he said was very good, and try one of their huge soft pretzels bigger than his head.
Yes, please. Yeah, it's just been the craziest hour and a half ever. There's a huge festival here. We finally make it to the Hofbrauhaus. Things are crazy there, but I do manage to get a giant pretzel.
And the beer was, did you think it was good?
No, it was very good. Oh, yes.
Then we got back on our bus to Salzburg, Austria. So when we got to Salzburg, Austria, we had a little bit of a problem.
Are you ready, sweetie?
I am.
All right, let's get this car. Can't figure out how to put it in reverse. Can't pull it forward, so we gotta push it back.
You can do it.
Oh, it's actually rolling.
Of course it is.
Wow, that's pretty easy.
Yeah,
If the car was this easy to push, I would have pushed it a long time ago.
Would you really have?
Yeah, I would have worn heels too.
Oh my. Well, we can't see your feet. Maybe you are wearing heels.
You're not wearing heels.
Keep going. Keep going.
You good?
All right, yep, we're in good shape.
Well, the lady showed us how to do it. All you had to do to reverse it with this stick shift was press down and then reverse. Who knew? But we are now driving through Salzburg. We're just driving along and suddenly, Sound of Music, what? So here's our next apartment in Salzburg. We've got a full kitchen, it's really little. And then we've got this, how cool is that? And our bed, and then a little bathroom. So fun. Going for a walk just outside our Airbnb. So pretty. Good morning. Happy Mother's Day. I am so tired today. I feel like I could sit in a cafe and read all day long. So we're going to a cafe for breakfast and to sit and figure out what we're gonna do today. So we actually ended up going to this cafe every single day we were in Salzburg. It was amazing. This day we had green cashew raw cake with dried fruits, spirulina, and agave syrup, and it was just so good. And now we are going to Camp Dachau. Dachau is the concentration camp memorial. I'm really interested to see it because I love World War II history. Our first stop was a sombering stop, and it was to Camp Dachau, which was the original concentration camp and infamous for its cruelty. I'd read about this camp so many times and wanted to see it with my own eyes, and I definitely had a hard time not crying. It's so hard to see how people lived. This open area is the space where they had roll call for hours after hour in all kinds of weather, and people would just collapse while standing there. And these bunk houses were built for 200 but would house up to 2,000. Just being there, it was how does this happen? How do humans treat other humans this way? And then of course it made me look at my own life and the times when I put somebody down to feel better about myself. And that's just the smallest seed of the monster that grew at Dachau. We kind of just sat for a little bit afterwards, not really sure what to do with the heaviness of it. But eventually hunger kicked in, as it always does. This is the guilty face of someone who hates fast food.
It's terrible.
But is going to where? Burger King!
It's only because they have Wi-Fi.
Things you do for Wi-Fi. Woo! 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 They did not have Wi-Fi.
No Wi-Fi at Burger King.
My goodness.
Goodbye, Burger King.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous about this, but I am driving a 6-speed, stick-shift, diesel engine car in Germany right now. So
Tiffany is driving on one of these German highways where it seems like you can go as fast as you want. That's at least what the Mercedes and BMWs zipping by us have been doing. So Tiffany is currently a little on the tentative side, but I feel confident that give it a couple of minutes, and the Tiffany that we see on the roads in the US is going to come out. The one who yells at people, "What are you doing, person?" You know, Tiffany usually doesn't yell, not at me, not at her family, not at her friends, but other cars,
now drive to
yes,
the left, and then
lots
drive
of
to the
yelling.
left again.
So I predict, give it 5 minutes, she'll be in the left lane, she'll be doing like 100-something kilometers per hour and yelling at people. All right, so now I think what we're looking for is a cog railway of some kind that goes up to the top of the hill to take us up to this castle.
I'm so excited. So next we decided to explore Salzburg Castle, I think it's called. It's a fortress that sits over all of Salzburg, so it has amazing views of the city. And it's one of the largest medieval castles in Europe, according to Wikipedia. They started building it in the 1000s. So this thing is like so old, like older than any of our buildings here in the US. So it was really cool to just get to explore it and see what some of this medieval fortress stuff looked like. And this right here was an old ceramic oven. How cool is that? So then we went to the Spiegelkeller restaurant, which is just under the fortress, and it's been a restaurant and brewing beer for 500 years. We had some traditional Austrian food there, which was okay, but it was kind of like a lot of butter, so I did not feel very good afterwards.
To snuggle through the night like a schnugs who is ready to sleep.
All I said was I wanted to watch The Sound of Music tonight, and this happened.
Snuggle when we're feeling lonely.
So we woke up this morning thinking that we had plenty of time before needing to leave and catch the bus to the Eagle's Nest, which is Hitler's World War II retreat. And suddenly we realized we had 10 minutes. So we literally ran to the bus station and got here 30 seconds before the bus arrived.
So we have to get to this one bus station before this bus leaves at 8:27. It only leaves every hour. So we have like 16 minutes to get there. We're not sure how long this bus takes to get there, so we're gonna see.
Well, we are now in a taxi. So this day we decided to go visit the Eagle's Nest, which I think is said Kalstein House. And it was Hitler's during World War II, and he would go there with some of his like VIP people when they would go and have parties here or like top secret meetings. So the only way you can get up to it is by taking these buses that go on these curvy mountain roads. Yep, that car was really not meant to come up this road. Here we go! And then taking an elevator all the way up to the top of this mountain. Can you imagine what this would be like on a clear day?
Crazy.
Oh. So now we decided to try and walk down 5 kilometers to catch our bus. We'll see if we make it. Is it meant to be a bike trail?
I don't know. I just found out that Tiffany likes foot massages. Who knew? I never knew that.
Man is good to me. Like, how do you say these words?
Honigliche Schloss, Historische Ortsmiete,
Schule Verschwindenstum.
Berchtesgadenerland. That's crazy.
I'm gonna walk up to you. I'm rolling.
We are doing the Sound of Music bike tour now and seeing the highlights from the movie while singing Sound of Music songs. A tear, a female tear. So apparently Austria is obsessed with Mozart. So like the owner of Red Bull lives in Salzburg and nobody cares because he's not Mozart. And apparently nobody really cares about the Von Trapp family singers either because they're not Mozart. Sing it. Sing it. You actually know the words.
Yeah, you should know that you're on the Sound of Music tour.
James Reno.
Will this day be like? I wonder. What will my future be? I wonder. It could be so exciting to be out in the world, to be free.
Confidence and sunshine. I have confidence and rain. I have confidence and rain.
So James knew like every single song from The Sound of Music for this tour. It was hysterical. I was begging him to watch The Sound of Music with me like every night for the rest of the trip, but he has seen it way more often than I have and he was not interested. So as soon as I got home, my little sister and I had a sleepover and we watched The Sound of Music. Well, we just got in a very, very tiny fender bender. We're walking in a cave. We are down here at Red Rock Beach, and as you can see, The rocks are red.